Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Talker Show. I'll be anchoring the show today, and my name is Gabriel. With me on the show is Oche,
Yeah.
and we have beautiful Oge, as always, and Chris. So, welcome, and today we'll be talking on the topic contemporary marriages. So, we all know what marriage is, and we're trying to diving into what marriage looks like in this present time. And we want to know if marriage has gone better or it has gone worse, or maybe just in between. So I'd like to hear from Oche,
Mm-hmm.
who is married among us here,
Wahala be like.
to
Only married
tell us what you understand by marriage. Because looking at marriage, we know that marriage was is something that is cultural and it was ordained right from creation by God. So just enlighten us on your own.
I think marriage is that union between a man and a woman, uh, who have that same understanding to to bringing up family or just to raise up a family.
Okay. Okay. You heard what Oche said. What's your contribution towards that? Let's understand what marriage is in the first place. Then before we now start talking about what marriage is like now.
Okay, marriage is, like he said, is the union between a man and woman to become one, according to the Bible. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Chris.
All right, marriage is simply the agreement of man to become husband and the agreement of woman to become wife. Simple.
That's nice.
Okay. The agreement of man to become husband and the agreement of woman to become wife.
Yeah.
Now we are talking about marriages in this present time, right? Now we've been hearing stories of broken homes and stories of home violence at home, infidelity. All of this. Before now, do you think that these things were happening before now, but they were not known because of the time when these things were happening? Those days there was no social media whereby things would be happening in home and it is being published online. Do you think those things were happening in those time, Chris? Do you think these things, infidelity, violence at home, do you think all these things were happening in time past? But due to the fact that there was no social media, people didn't get to talk about them. Do you think these things were happening before now, or they are just happening in marriages at this time?
Okay. I'm a product of the old order, which means I'm a product of the then marriages.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But simply whether these things that are happening now were happening then or not, the truth is that they happened in that time, but they are not as popular as it were now. You understand? People who have broken homes now make their broken marriages go viral. Some even do it to even get followers on social media. You understand? It's not like it's an issue. You are married to somebody and you putting it out there. You people now use their own, broken relationship to try to want to use it to tutor people, as if people don't go through tutorship before getting married. Understand? So the old order of them was that if there was an issue in your marriage, there's probably a village setting where that issue could be settled. It could be cheating, it could be violence or anything. Yes, it didn't start today, but the difference is that in our today's order, these contemporary times, it's now an internet thing.
Okay.
You understand? Internet in-laws, internet advisors. I need your help. Please hide my name. Please keep me
Hide my
anonymous. You understand? I put all those things out there, and people look at it and they begin to see they begin to get unsure of themselves if they want to get married, but they forget that bad things trend easily. That's the truth. When you have a successful marriage, you may not see it online. There are people who keep their marriages private and it's very successful. What we have are more bad news taking the space than the good news. We have more successful marriages than even more broken marriages. But the more broken marriages are popular, you understand?
Okay.
The more quest for equality between man and woman, you understand, between whether a man should wash a plate, things that won't happen the other time. They are popular because they go online. Anything that goes online blows. You understand? Once it catch the attention of people.
So man
you
is not
understand?
supposed to wash
Now,
plates.
I'm just giving an example, but is man supposed to wash plates?
Oh, man is, oh, man
that's
is not supposed to wash.
Yes, but
Okay.
that is just the truth. So it's just the popularity that brings it out. You have an issue, you put it online. When you are getting married, when you're cutting the person, you putting it online. Which one will not come quarrel?
Yeah, our own jeje o.
God, they put that online. You now have online in-laws. You now make your own. What is supposed to be sacred? Because if you're acting,
Okay.
marriage is sacred. You now make it a public
Okay.
show.
Affair.
Okay,
Yeah.
so now you said that these things that are happening now were also happening in the old order.
Yes.
That is the time of our parents.
Traditionally, and it
That-
was being settled.
And it was being settled traditionally.
Traditional and moderate because marriage is a respect and sacred union. It's not something you just do. It has honor.
Okay.
Yes, sir. In the olden days, when you see a man that is married, you know there's a kind of respect. But now you can see anybody that is married and like be anything.
Okay.
I
Yes,
actually
sir.
have a lot to say about this.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you have a lot to say.
Yes.
But hold on. Now, I want you, there's something you said. You
Yeah.
said that these things that are happening now were happening then.
Sure.
But because there was no social media, it was not blown the way it is today.
Exactly.
Now, I want to know, growing up in the 90s, how many broken homes did you experience? Did you experience any family having divorce?
Okay.
Did you experience any family coming out or maybe taking issues to the elders, telling them that my husband is cheating on me and I cannot take this anymore? Because he is infidel, I am leaving the home.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you experience anything like that at all?
Sure, those things happen. But just like I said, in the traditional days, since marriage was an institution, you also had that institution that took care of any conflict that arose from the marriages.
Okay.
You understand? You have elders. You understand? When there's an issue, like where I grew up in, I was born in Lagos, and the compound I grew up in was a face me, I slap you house. You understand? But then when you had those issues, you would see that within a week, maybe you find two couples fighting. You see that within a week, somebody comes from the village to see them.
Okay.
That means it's either the wife has laid a complaint or the husband has laid a complaint. You cannot see people from that compound. Even if people from that compound will settle to be the elderly people.
Okay.
You cannot see it become an issue of discourse. You understand? And if they were divorcing, it happens so you just wake up one morning and you not see Mama Charity again. Or you wake up one morning and you not see Papa Theophilus again. They just go.
Okay.
Yes, sir. It's not something that it's where they have gone. Even when you not see Mama Charity, you ask Papa Theophilus, where's Mama Charity? Mama Charity don't travel. You understand? Because they believe that you have no business with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. They don't have to put it out to you.
Yeah.
But in today's relationship or marriages, you will be on your own and you get one notification. Sydney broke up with Amanda. It's crazy. Yes,
Okay.
sir. When you guys were
Okay.
busy loving up, we didn't know these things.
Okay.
So, and people are doing that. People are actually doing that because we have the reason why those things are trending because you have most of the celebrities making their marriage an issue, and they're making their marriage an issue because they want to trend. You want to get more likes, you want to get more followers. you
So
want to get more sympathy.
you're saying that the social media
Yeah.
has actually influenced marriage
Exactly.
in this present time.
Exactly, because it's a trend.
Negative.
Because that bad news is a trend.
It's
of
a
social
trend.
media.
Okay,
What
now-
about good marriages? We're not seeing them now. Nobody's coming to post that
Okay.
I have
Okay.
good marriages.
Okay.
It's always the bad one that's always
Bad news
putting
goes
That
out.
is always
far.
Yeah.
okay. So Oche, please, I want you to let us know what exactly has gone wrong in marriages now. What do you think has gone wrong that has made marriage to be different? That will make young people to see marriage different from how it used to be? Because I know, even when growing up, we all fantasize wanting to get married. Have a happy home because we saw what, we saw what we saw marriage as something that is enjoyable. But young people are scared of getting married right now. I think I'm scared. I don't know.
I'm really scared in Jesus' name.
Although you're not young, but I don't know why you're scared.
So can you tell us what has gone wrong
I
at the
feel-
process?
I feel the quest of that equality, just like how Chris said, whereby not just women who feel a man should wash plates.
Mhm.
You see some men now feel they get to grow more ego. They feel, okay, I'm a man. You understand? So since I'm a man, I will not even shift this bed. I will not even pick this thing on the floor. Even when they're saying the wrong thing, they want to feel, since I'm a man, I will not do it. Let the woman do it. So I feel that alone actually shaped the woman's mentality, or the women rather, their mentality in helping the family grow. Because in marriage, the whole thing marriage boils down to a woman. A woman holds the home. You know,
Okay.
the man is just the head, and the woman is here.
The neck.
So if this thing shake, the head will fall. You
Okay,
understand?
okay.
So if the woman decides,
You're
and
actually
she's
giving
okay,
women power in this
no,
conversation.
I'm not actually giving the woman power. You understand? But I'm speaking to the sides of how marriage,
It is-
how good marriage builds up that
Okay.
they don't get to announce, and the bad marriage blow out of proportions.
Okay.
Now, whereby you see a man getting married and having a child, and the woman gets to be tired. For example, now the child just play some kind of rough play here, spoil ground. The man will just come pass. Mama Charity, are you not seeing this? You just pass. You
I
understand?
say no being come.
Not mine exactly. No be income be that. No, that's not income and develop into that thing. Now income is spoil ground. So instead of him making just pick that tissue or maybe shift that stuff, he will leave it for the woman to come and do.
Okay.
And the woman now feel okay, she's tired. This man is not helping. Blah blah blah. And tomorrow she just feel she's done. She just wants a divorce.
Okay.
She loved the man, no, as no doubt, but the man gets to change. Every cause of divorce in marriage happens for just a very, very, very little issue that needs to be resolved. It's
That
either
can
the
be
man
resolved.
neglects it or the woman neglects her own point. But talking to what Gabriel is saying, what used to hold marriage up back then in the 90s, the 80s, is that I've seen 80s whereby a woman couldn't give birth. She married another woman for the man.
Yeah, it
I don't
happens
know.
in my village.
You understand?
Okay.
She married another woman for the man.
Okay.
She was still in the marriage,
Oh.
watching her friend produce kids for her husband.
Yes.
Wow, that can happen
You
today.
understand? But that shit can't
It
happen
still
now.
happens.
Oh,
It still
oh,
happens.
If
it
it happens,
happens.
then it's based on understanding. That's understanding. That's the same understanding I'm talking about.
So you're saying that if I get married now
Mm.
and my wife can't have babies for me,
Mhm.
the wife that says she loves me,
Mhm.
she will not ask her friend to come.
It depends
and
on the
sleep with me.
understanding that
Is
the
it not
both
is
of
it
you
not
have.
rational that she asks her friend or asks a lady to get a child for you than for you to actually go and impregnate someone outside and keep the baby away from her?
Now that is her point. That's her fear.
Okay.
You understand?
So-
So, the woman,
so-
who,
so-
so the
so-
woman who does that
So
is even rational.
if I was the one that made the suggestion
Mm.
on I want to go outside, since you can't have a baby for me, I want to go outside and have a baby. Do you think the woman will accept that?
No.
No, okay.
She will feel once you get someone, she's out of the line.
Let us put it this way.
But she's-
Let us also
but
put
she-
it
but
this way.
she-
What if you are the one who cannot
Produce.
impregnate the woman? Would you allow another man to impregnate her?
Exactly.
No, wait. No, that was the man's thing. You understand?
Okay.
That one cannot happen.
That cannot happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are looking at that. There's a whole different. There's a lot of change that has transpired in marriages,
Yeah.
right? And one of the things that we can clearly see is the social media. Now, I want to know, apart from the social media, I think maybe the Western world in some way influenced Africans towards marriage.
Well, somehow, the Western world, yes, but it also boils down to understanding. We
Okay.
don't understand each other because a lot of people today just want to marry. I want to marry. My friends are getting married. I am. My age is no longer on my side and all that. So they just want to answer me. If I don't marry, they just want to go in, but they don't even know what they are going there for. They don't know that marriage comes with a lot of challenges. Yes, I'm not married, but I know that even relationship has its own so many challenges. Not to talk of marriage. They don't know that some people don't even know that you have to wake up before if you are sleeping around if you're waking up around 12 in your house, when you get into marriage with somebody, you have a man to take care of, you have a woman to take care of. You have to wake up early
Okay.
to prepare something or to whatever you want to do that early. You have to. So some people say, now so the team, they are beg, cannot. Very little things. So that's what causes the problem. So I think it's also understanding also matters.
Okay, because why I brought in the issue of Western world is because we could see in the Western world, once there's a little misunderstanding in homes, you hear the lady or the man filing for divorce. They don't, in fact, I think most of the white ladies or the black Americans, you see them getting married to or having more than 3 divorces. I've married 3 times and divorced 3 times. And you can see those things coming into our society. You see any lady that has misunderstanding with the man, instead of her to find a way to settle that misunderstanding, she's filing for divorce.
I think the thing there is African marriages are used to be family oriented.
Mm-hmm.
Now people get married then those days because you want to build a family, because you want to have companionship with your husband. But people get married these days because of the new order. Now what's the new order? Because somebody is rich, somebody has money, somebody is influential. People there are very rare cases where you see people
So-
marrying
So
for
the
love.
the orientation of marriage has actually changed.
Yeah, it's gradually moving. Although some are still in the old order, which is quite progressional, because that old order is what has given birth to people who understand family values. You understand? There are times you want to move away from a marriage, but because of your commitment to that marriage, because of your kids, because of even the man maybe is misbehaving, or because of the woman, you stay back. You understand? But this time, how can somebody be married for 1 year and before you know it, they are divorced?
6
Divorce.
months.
And the person is putting it on social media like you have been in the marriage for 20 years.
Do you understand?
I'm like, what is this?
Now-
People say we don't do this thing. They say they never do like, never do
So,
past
so,
like this.
so I'm thinking from the orientation people have in marriages
Yeah.
these days. I think that is why marriages don't tend to. Some of the marriages, not all, some of the marriages don't tend to last.
A majority
because-
of marriages,
Yes.
a majority of marriages are peaceful and progressive and lasting. But the few that are not progressive and
Progressive.
are not peaceful, that are
They're the
divorced,
ones
they are the
blowing-
ones blowing it
blowing
online.
trumpets.
And the population on social media are made of the young people. That is just the problem.
That's the young people who still wants to go into marriage.
marriage.
You understand?
And
So
most
that's the
times,
problem.
those young people self, they don't even take the advice they give them during the marriage preparation.
Yeah,
whatever.
young-
They come
or
to
the-
social
young people
media
even
and
boycott-
give
and pick
advice.
They even
advice.
boycott
Exactly.
I remember
marriage
when,
classes.
Yes, I remember one time that they were doing woman not cook on social media. That time, everybody woman not cook, woman not
Oh.
cook. I said, oh, it's well,
Okay.
it's well. Some people will pick it from there and say, me, I'm not cook. I cannot cook for this man again.
So
And
basically,
you've been living peacefully from beginning. You just come to social media and
And
see
you run
one
mad.
something and you run mad. And you
so basically, we from this conversation we were able to deduce that the social media has influenced or is impacting some negative things on the young people about marriage. So marriage is a beautiful thing actually, and it's something that everybody everybody wants to go into, but it all depends on how you want to build your marriage.
Yeah.
If you follow what is being on the social media, that this one happened and that one happened and you're scared of getting married, well, I think you should debunk that idea.
some of us we are
Ma-
not scared
ma-
of getting married. If everybody in this world like they should divorce, we will still meet our
let
own
me
mates.
let me also add that. Let me
Okay,
also let me
your
also
fi- your
add.
final
Let me
words.
also add that
Yeah.
when you are ready to get married, look at the marriage of your parents. Your parents, their successful marriages, and tell yourself, this is how I want my marriage to be.
Okay, now,
Simple.
if you're ready to get married, I will say don't look at your parents.
Okay.
I will say look at what you want.
Okay.
You see, what you want and what the person you want to marry wants goes far a lot.
Oh my
Your
God.
parents might not actually do what they
Maybe
feel
a
or
reflection of
achieve
what
what they
you
want to do in marriage. Because some of us will not look at our parents and say, my parents, my father still dey shaft my mama,
So
my mama still dey
maybe
shaft my
save the
papa.
shaft for
So
my
I know if you
wife.
just marry like that. You get the point.
Yeah,
So
good
that's
man.
do what you want to do.
Yeah, you're talking
was
You
from
will
a
get
good
there.
place.
Okay, your final words. Okay.
Well, understanding is what I am still talking about. You should get to understand the person you are going into this thing with. If you know you can do with a difficult person and you know the person is difficult from the relationship, fine. If you know you can do with somebody that is so simple, this person is so calm, fine. Some people cannot stand someone being so loving, caring and kind. Some people cannot stand someone being so hard. So it depends on truly what you want. Just do what you want and stop looking at social media. Stop collecting advice from social media.
All right. So, and I will say that once you're ready to go into marriage, build your reality. Some of us have that beautiful fantasy of marriage. When you want to go into marriage, build your reality. So, thanks for watching our show once again. This is the Talker Show, and like, comment, share your perspective towards this marriage stuff, and let us hear from you. Do not forget to follow us also on Touch Blaze TV. Thank you.